from the WHIO Broadcast Center in high definition, this is News Center 7.
Tonight, so many unknowns involving a woman and a child killed in this crash in Greene County today. We talked with neighbors about what happened along their road.
But first, a clip from a Hollywood movie could be one of the keys to prosecuting the largest mass murder in Ohio's history. That's according to information News Center 7 obtained, combing through public records of the Pike County killings. Hello, I'm Cheryl McHenry.
I'm James Brown. News Center 7's John Bedell spent days digging into those documents. And John, as you can see, joins us live with where state investigators said they found a key piece of evidence and how that movie ended up on the evidence list.
James and Cheryl, there's a gag order in place here, which means no one involved with the case can talk about it. That means we have to rely on taking a deep dive into court documents for new details in a case where 6 members of one family are accused of murdering or trying to cover up the murders of 8 members of another family. I've gone through hundreds of pages to uncover new information and what may have led up to the killings. It's a mystery that's lingered in the foothills of Pike County for years. Who killed 8 members of the Roden family and why?
Were they related in drugs, Mexican drug cartel to, we never really thought it was going to be a custody case.
Prosecutors say Jake Wagner, his brother, and parents killed the Rodens. His 2 grandmas are accused of trying to cover up the crimes. Jake had a daughter with one of the victims. A custody battle over the girl is an apparent motive.
Jake really was good friends and was very close to this family until the custody battle come up.
We've uncovered new facts digging through court filings in the case. A list of evidence says the gun silencer prosecutors found on Halloween was at the bottom of a well. Property records show it was on land the Wagners used to own. Investigators have said that silencer was a key to arresting the suspects 2 weeks later. Prosecutors also list an Excel sheet with 519 messages about child custody. We showed the court documents to Cedarville University law professor Mark Clausen. He said this is likely just a sampling of the mountains of evidence involved. Clausen says prosecutors will need every bit of it in the 4 death penalty cases.
You want as much evidence as you can get. You want to douse the judge and the jury with evidence.
And then there's this. Prosecutors list one clip from the movie The Boondock Saints as evidence. If you haven't seen it, it's about 2 brothers in Boston who take on a deadly form of vigilante justice, murdering mobsters and other criminals. Willem Dafoe plays the FBI agent trying to stop them. The document doesn't say which clip from the movie is evidence, and we've tried to find out with no luck.
They may have hit upon this, we don't know, or they may have had a certain interest in it, but it seemed to have resonated with them in terms of what to do, how to solve their problem.
We should also mention that in that movie, the killers used silencers on their guns. That's something we know the Wagners are accused of doing. Meantime, Jake Wagner is accused of hacking Facebook accounts as a part of the murder conspiracy. These documents show he's accused of hacking into accounts as far back as July 2014. That was almost 2 years before the murders. You can read the full list of evidence that prosecutors have handed over to some defense lawyers yourself on our website, WHIO.com. That's where we've posted that entire document. John Bedell, News Center 7.
New at 11, 2 people, including a child younger than 7, are dead after a crash in Greene County. 2 others are in the hospital.
Yeah, this crash was on Wilmington-Dayton Road, about 3 miles south of 725 in Bellbrook. 23-year-old Menley Downs of Waynesville and a child died there at the scene. Tonight, the driver, 30-year-old Adam Bishop from Lebanon, and another young child are in critical condition.
News Center 7's James Buckley joins us live from Sugar Creek Township with the concerns from neighbors about an increase in crashes there. James?
Well, Cheryl, I'm here at the intersection of Wilmington-Dayton Road and Willow Creek Circle. Now, police tell us that the driver, Adam Bishop, was driving north this way on Wilmington-Dayton Road when, for some reason, he crossed the center line, driving into this drainage ditch and ending up smashing into that stone wall there. As you can see, someone has left some flowers for Menley Downs and a child who died at the scene today. This stretch of Wilmington-Dayton Road was blocked off for almost 4 hours Sunday as investigators looked for clues into the fatal accident. Daniel Nitz lives within walking distance of the accident and heard a helicopter flying overhead.
We started landing in our neighbor's yard over there, and we came out to see what was going on.
The Sugar Creek Police Department said the driver was heading north when he drove into a drainage ditch, then crashed into a stone wall. It's a scene that Nitz says is happening more often.
As developments have started coming back up, the traffic's really picked up, and it's become a little bit more of a dangerous area.
You can see the tire marks on the grass before the wall. Debris from the crash littered the area.
I was surprised it was so severe.
Julie Barton lives just down the road from the crash scene.
You make a tiny mistake, and before you know it, you've gone a big long distance because you're moving fast.
She has 2 teenagers with temporary driver's licenses. She's worried about them driving along these country roads.
One of the things that's scared me about the prospect of them getting their license is driving out here in the back roads.
While it's unknown how fast the driver was going, NITS said people are all over the map when it comes to their speed.
So you have people going 35 miles an hour, people flying down going 80, so you never really know what you're going to get.
State trooper told me all 4 people were wearing their seatbelts at the time of the crash. Ohio State Highway Patrol is looking into a number of factors of what caused the accident, including if Bishop was distracted. And also, troopers and police tell me that there were no skid marks on this road after the crash. Reporting live in Sugar Creek Township, James Buckley, News Center 7.
And new at 11, 2 people recovering from a pit bull attack in Springfield. Medics got called to West Euclid Avenue this afternoon. Apparently, the pit bull belongs to the victims. A woman wound up with serious injuries to her arms and legs, but it's not clear on the man's injuries. At this point, we are still working to find out what happened to that dog.
New tonight, Dayton firefighters were called to Chickamauga and Lookout Avenues after a fire started in a home's attic. Crews said the house was vacant. No word on how it started. And new at 11, heavy smoke filled a Harrison Township neighborhood tonight when a home caught fire. Fire officials tell us 5 people live here on Furdon Road, but no one was home when the fire broke out. It started in the basement, but so far it isn't clear what set it off.
The owners are being real cooperative with us, and we're going to figure out what's going on.
The family is staying somewhere else for the night.
And tomorrow we expect to learn more about a murder-suicide in Miami Township. A man and a 5-year-old boy died, and that child's mother was critically wounded. The coroner's office identified Giovanni McClendon as the shooter. Around the time of the shooting Friday morning, McClendon, his mother, and a friend, as well as an ex-girlfriend, called 911.
He called me and he told me he was going to, and then he said he's getting on Facebook Live, and then I got on Facebook Live and he did it online.
And when police got here, McClendon and the little boy were dead. The boy's mother is still in the hospital.
In a matter of hours, Wright State's faculty union is heading back to the picket line for a 14th day.
5, 6, 7, 8, we're ready to negotiate.
The union says it offered the administration $8 million in concessions Saturday to end the strike, but the administration turned it down, making its own contract offer today, one that Wright State President Cheryl Schrader said was reasonable.
The Board of Trustees is very interested in having the faculty back in the classrooms. I'm very interested. Our students are very interested.
Despite lengthy negotiations, healthcare seems to be holding up both sides. The university wants the union to join the school's uniform healthcare plan, which means trustees can change healthcare at their discretion. The administration would have to give 60 days notice to the union before benefits could change. Union leaders think this takes away their right to bargain over healthcare.
And tomorrow, Wright Pat has its first quarterly exercise. This comes months after a botched exercise sent the base on lockdown with an active shooter scare. There never was a shooter. A recent report from the base talked about miscommunication and uncoordinated response. Now the base says it will make loudspeaker announcements throughout the week and increase security measures. Now, this includes a natural disaster scenario as well as severe weather drills. Miami Township made it official. It has officially ended its K-9 program. Last month, we took this picture of K-9 officer Karan retiring as his longtime handler adopted him for $1. The township said the program cost $60,000 a year. It plans to use that money to get more officers out in the community.
More than 90 employers will be in Warren County this week for a job fair. The Southwest Ohio Job Fair will be at the grandstands of Miami Valley Gaming Thursday. There will be opportunities for thousands of jobs in industries including healthcare, finance, manufacturing, and customer service. The event will run from 11 to 2.
A driver called 911 saying they saw flames coming out of a church in Gratis in Preble County. Smoke and fire damaged the side of the building, as you can see, and part of the roof. Fire crews do not have an exact cause, but they do not consider it suspicious. And 3 people must find someplace else to stay after this fire. Crews got called here to Lynn Road in Butler County. The fire chief said they found flames coming out of the back of the house. The 3 people and 2 dogs got out unhurt.
A live look from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta after the New England Patriots beat the Los Angeles Rams 13-3 in Super Bowl 53. The Air Force Thunderbirds made an appearance at tonight's game. As the final notes of the national anthem rang out, the F-16 jets flew over the open stadium, traveling at 400 miles per hour. The Thunderbirds will also be at this year's Veteran Dayton Air Show. In just minutes, Sports Director Mike Hartsock will join us with highlights from the big game.
You know, right here in our area, after today's big warm-up, Chief Meteorologist McCall Vrydags is tracking rain. McCall?
Well, temperatures now are still sitting in the upper 40s. We're quiet. Clouds are beginning to move in. A cold front brings us that chance for rain and the potential for flooding. We're going to talk about when that rain arrives and how much rain will fall coming up in my full forecast.
A routine call turns tragic for a town just south of us. What happened after a wellness check turned into a deadly hours-long standoff?
Plus a case spanning decades in Greene County, and now investigators interviewing additional people who say they are also victims.
I was one of his victims 40 years ago.
And News Center 7 has new information on a growing list of child sex accusations facing a farmer.
Here are your winning Ohio lottery numbers.
Ankle monitors are designed to track people serving house arrest.
You'll see them 5 blocks away. That's not house arrest.
But it doesn't always work, and the consequences can be deadly.
I think that he would have grew up to really be something.
News Center 7 reporter John Bedell investigates how people are slipping through the system.
We don't have a crystal ball.
And the major change this prosecutor wants to see.
One person who loses their life is too many.
Running free on house arrest. Monday beginning at 5:30 on News Center 7.
News, weather, and traffic, AM 1290 and News 95.7 WHIO.
Here in the Miami Valley, the weather's always changing. Let our family at Doors Galore help keep your energy costs down. Garage doors, entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and more. Call today or visit us online. Doors Galore, we welcome you home.
Patricia Bailey had planned for retirement, but she hadn't planned on a blood clot in her leg, which made amputation a real possibility. By using advanced technology called the Ocelot catheter, doctors at Premier Health were able to open the vessels and allow normal blood flow to resume. And everything Patricia had saved for retirement was nothing compared to what they saved. Premier Health, taking care to a higher level.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, ask your doctor if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
I had the common type.
Mine was rare.
Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I just found out about my hepatitis C.
I knew for years. Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
Here in the Miami Valley, the weather's always changing. Let our family at Doors Galore help keep your energy costs down. Garage doors, entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and more. Call today or visit us online. Doors Galore, we welcome you home.
WHIO TV is an equal opportunity employer.
And tonight we have new information on a Greene County farmer accused of sexually abusing children for decades. Now, the children worked for him. News Center 7 first reported on the story in December, where at least 4 people had come forward saying William Rife sexually abused them. News Center 7's Gabrielle Enright talks about the new accusations this 71-year-old suspect faces.
I first told you about this case last December. I've learned there's new information, so I talked with the sheriff.
We're trying to stop this guy.
Strong words from Greene County Sheriff Gene Fisher when I ask about the case he's building against William Rife. The 71-year-old sheep farmer was arrested in December and charged with unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. His alleged victim, a 15-year-old boy who said Rife sexually assaulted him while he was working on Rife's farm.
Very strong young man to do what he did.
Within weeks of that young man's claim, the list of alleged victims grew to 4 and included John Hamilton.
I was one of his victims 40 years ago.
Hamilton told investigators he was sexually abused by Rife while working on Rife's farm in 1977. Now the sheriff says Rife's list of alleged victims has grown again.
We're now up to 10 people that have contacted us and want to talk, or we have talked to about this case, about them being victims.
The Greene County prosecutor has said he's reviewing additional charges in this case. He said it's complicated because every crime has a statute of limitations. William Rife's attorney, Jay Adams, released this statement. At this point, we're reviewing the reports and circumstances as alleged. Mr. Rife maintains his innocence, and we look forward to defending him against these allegations. In the meantime, the sheriff tells me investigators are closely watching William Rife and the people he has contact with while he awaits trial.
There's a court order with his bond that says that he can't be around somebody under age 18 without other adults around the area.
I'll continue to update you as this case moves its way through the court system. Rife remains out of jail on bond. Reporting from our Greene County Bureau, Gabrielle Enright, News Center 7.
And tonight, an Ohio community struggling to deal with the reality one of their sheriff's deputies got shot and killed during a standoff.
It's a very sad morning for the Claremont County Sheriff's Office.
Claremont County is east of Cincinnati. Detective Bill Brewer died when he and another deputy responded to a wellness check. A man inside the apartment called 911 saying he was armed and suicidal. Investigators said he shot Brewer and that lieutenant. The lieutenant went to the hospital. They did arrest the suspect. Governor Mike DeWine ordered flags be flown at half-staff to honor Detective Brewer. This is the third officer to die in the Cincinnati area this year. A Colerain officer died after a truck hit him. And last week, an off-duty Clear Creek Township officer died in a head-on crash close to Cincinnati.
Politicians on both sides of the aisle are demanding Virginia Governor Ralph Northam resign after racially charged photos surfaced. Northam initially admitted he was in the 1984 yearbook photo that depicted blackface and the KKK. At a news conference this weekend, he said he was not in that photo. However, he acknowledged putting on blackface for a dance contest in the 1980s. Northam has so far refused to step down. Meanwhile, Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown says the Virginia governor should resign. He spoke out saying the U.S. has not dealt with the issues of race. In an interview, Brown also called President Trump racist, saying Trump's real estate business was linked to discrimination.
Well, I think this country hasn't dealt well with the issues of race. I mean, we have a president who's a racist.
I won't tell you yet.
During Trump's interview on Face the Nation today, he did not address Senator Brown's comment. The White House also has not released a comment.
Scale of 1 to 10. Today was a 10.
It was a 10.
What we've been through the last 3 weeks.
Isn't that the truth?
Especially this past week. This has been wonderful.
It was fantastic. Now, we're going to keep the mild temperatures around, but that may lead to some other issues, and we're going to talk about that as I take you through the forecast. Tomorrow morning, as you're headed out the door, the kids are finally headed back to school after the frigid temperatures and snowfall late last week. A couple of things that they're going to want to bring with them. The jacket. It will be chilly to start the day. Also, grab the umbrella, because I am looking ahead to some rain that is going to be moving in as we look towards the latter part of the day. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to be looking at some milder air that's going to be with us, so you're not necessarily going to need the hats or the gloves. Now, live Doppler 7 radar is a little deceiving here. We're dry. We have a cold front that is on the way. It is now pushing across the plains. That cold front is going to bring us our first round of rain, and that could lead to some big problems while we get towards the end of the week. And we've got meteorologist Jesse Mag out in Storm Tracker 7, and he's going to talk about what those problems are. Jesse?
Yeah, right now we're just at Centerville in southern Montgomery County across from the high school. We brought the tracker out here, and situations are fine to where we're seeing comfortable conditions out here right now. But I want to show you why we came out here actually right now. We still have, even after temperatures easily in the 50s today, we still have some snow that's kind of sitting out here right now, and puddles all around. You can see the mud is kind of surfaced as well. And with that, we really cannot handle a whole lot moisture than we have here already, and that's kind of the problem that we're looking at. We have several chances over the next several days where we could see plenty of rain accumulating, and adding it all together throughout the week, several inches of rain is what we're going to be expecting. So we already have the puddles. There's still more snow to melt on top of that. So flooding likely a concern as we progress throughout the week. So we'll have to keep an eye on how much precipitation we actually do end up getting. Just outside of Centerville High School, I'm meteorologist Jesse Mag. Back to you, McCall.
Well, Jesse, that's exactly it. We're going to be dealing with round after round of rain. That cold front, you don't really see it that much except for the fact that you've got some clouds that are moving across the plains. So let's track that first round of rain. It comes in on Monday. Here's lunchtime, still rather dry, but then a line of showers moves through. It's not going to be a lot of rain, just very widely scattered through about 11 o'clock midnight tomorrow night. Rainfall estimates about 1/10 to nearly 1/4 of an inch when all said and done. Now, the bigger issue comes in towards the middle and the end of the week. We're going to see steady rain that comes in early Wednesday morning. Watch as I take you through Futurecast. You see a lot of green here. That's the rain that's heavy at times, and it's with us all the way through Thursday evening. May wrap up as a little bit of some light snowfall early Friday morning. Rainfall estimates, especially south of the Dayton area, could see anywhere between 2 to potentially 4 inches of rain. That is why we are looking at the concern for some flooding. May see some of those river levels beginning to come up. But for tomorrow, you can see we do get to the middle 50s. It will be a mild day, and we're going to keep those milder temperatures around as we head through the remainder of your 5-day forecast. Let me get you to that. Sorry about that. 56 degrees for your Monday. We do get a little cool down behind tomorrow's front, and then you can see that milder air sticks with us through the end of next week.
And McCall, as we see right there, Christy Zontini will be joining us at 4:25. At a national film festival, 2 Miami Valley filmmakers were recognized for their work in Moraine.
The big award they just received for making a movie about Fuyao.
Okay, so we've been there and done it a few times, but you have to give it up to the Patriots. It's 6 and counting for Brady and Belichick and company. You'll hear what they had to say next in sports. Stay right there.
And hey, don't forget to join Letitia and I in just a few hours.
Daybreak starts at 4:25. See you then.
Winter weather can be downright dangerous.
Creating some slippery roadways.
That's why you need a reliable weather team working to keep you safe.
Potent storm system just off to the south.
Storm Center 7, winter weather coverage you can count on.
After months of wearing only a tiger costume, we're finally going on the trip I've been promising. Because with Expedia, I saved when I added a hotel to our flight. So even when she outgrows her costume, we'll never outgrow the memory of our adventure together.
Unlock savings when you add select hotels to your existing trip. Only when you book with Expedia.
Miami Valley's Ultimate Home Expo is back February 8th through the 18th at the Dayton Mall. It's the biggest free home show in the region with free parking. Get inspired for spring with bath and kitchen showcases, landscaping concepts, and home improvement ideas. HomeExpoDayton.com.
Don't get left out in the cold this winter. A new carrier system installed by Integrity Heating and Cooling can help keep you warm. Contact us today to see how our new systems can help save you thousands in energy bills. Integrity Heating and Cooling, along with Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Welcome all to the fastest road to $1 million finals.
Chance Riches, driving the Ohio Lottery car, is the odds-on favorite to take home the $1 million prize.
It looks like we're ready for the start.
Play Fastest Road to $1 million from the Ohio Lottery. With multiple $1 million winners and 25 chances to win on each ticket, it's your best chance ever to win $1 million.
It was time to update the bathroom.
But we didn't want to break the bank.
Rebath made it effortless.
They gave us the bathroom
we've always wanted.
Call 937-755-1712.
Glad you're back. How you feeling?
Exhausted.
But finally being able to make that volunteer trip happen was awesome.
Awesome. You have to
What are they
scrub.
Let's do it every year.
We'll do it every year.
I thought you'd say that. Let's do it.
See how investing with a JP Morgan advisor can help you. Visit your local Chase branch.
Hot
deals at Mark's Kettering. Whole boneless pork loins, just $1.29 a pound. Hillendale extra large eggs, just 59 cents a dozen. Giorgio whole mushrooms, an 8-ounce package for just 99 cents. Come to Mark's in Kettering and save big.
Storm Tracker 7, the mobile weather center that allows our team of expert meteorologists to be anywhere in the community. Storm Center 7 is weather coverage you can count on.
Two well-known Dayton area filmmakers won an award at this year's Sundance Film Festival. Stephen Bogner and Julia Reichert won the Best U.S. Documentary Directing Award. The pair is from Yellow Springs, and they made a film about the Fuyao factory in Moraine after GM left. Fuyao let cameras into management worker meetings and other areas that are usually not open to the public.
Hi again, everybody. It goes down as the lowest scoring game in Super Bowl history. The Rams and the Patriots combined to score one touchdown in Atlanta tonight. If we learned a lesson from this one, experience means a whole lot in football's biggest game. The Patriots acting like they've been there before because they have. But this isn't the way Tom Brady was hoping it would start. The first time in his career, his first pass of a game picked off, the Rams steal away the momentum. And then later, they add to it when Stephen Gostkowski watches his field goal sail wide to the left. The game remains scoreless. The Patriots veteran got another chance in the second quarter, and again, it's leaning left. But this time it stays in 3-0 at halftime. Sean McVay and the Rams with some work to do in the locker room. If they made adjustments, it didn't show. The Patriots defense kept coming at Jared Goff, the LA quarterback, thrown for a big loss, but they still get points out of the drive. Greg Zuerlein's 53-yard field goal is good, tied at 3 after 3. Midway through the fourth, Brady going to his favorite target, Julian Edelman, one of his 10 catches. Can you say MVP? And then Brady goes to Gronk inside the 5-yard line. That sets up the game's only touchdown. Sony Michel off tackle behind Joe Tooney from Alter scores the touchdown, but the Rams weren't done yet. Driving inside the 30, Goff. The pass is perfect, but it goes through the hands of the receiver at the goal line. And then moments later, the Patriots bring the pressure. Goff throws it quicker than he wants, and it ends up with the wrong team. Stephon Gilmore helps seal New England's 6th Super Bowl title. 13-3 the final, only the second time in 53 games that a Super Bowl team failed to score a touchdown. The Patriots win number 6, 17 years to the day that they won their first title.
We moved the ball decent. We just couldn't get the points on the board, and for one reason or another. But in the end, it feels a lot better than last year when we did get some points on the board, and just a great win for our team.
In the biggest moments when we had to play our best football and compete the hardest, they did it. Again, I can't say enough about them.
The Wright State Raiders were anything but super their last time out. Scott Nagy's team looking to split the weekend road trip with a win in Indianapolis this afternoon against IUPUI. Got started quickly. Loudon Love down low, left hand, puts it up and in. Then off the steal, Mark Hughes has help on the break, but he takes it himself, scooping and scoring 2 more. The Raiders on a 10-0 run make that 13-0. Parker Ernstthausen bangs it home for the top of the key for 3. Timeout didn't slow down the visitors. Bill Wampler from way outside for 3 more. It's a 20-point lead. But in the second half, that was all gone. Wright State up 1. Alan Vest bangs home a 3 for a little cushion. You want to talk deep? Talk Cole Gentry. Top of the key and then some. And nothing but the bottom of the net. The Raiders attacking down the stretch. Hughes off the dribble, hangs and scores 2 more. Then watch the hustle here. Wampler's going to drive the lane, lose the ball, then get it back up and in. And on the scoreboard, 79-74 the final. The Raiders now head back home for 5 straight road games starting Thursday night when Oakland comes to town. The Raiders and the Grizzlies are tied for second place in the Horizon League standings. Elsewhere, Lauren Canatelli scored a game-high 24 points as the UD women won at Rhode Island. Canatelli saw her string of 26 straight free throws end with a miss in the first half. The Flyers are back home Wednesday against Richmond. Finally, Ricky Fowler in the driver's seat at the Phoenix Open until things took a wrong turn here on the back nine. This chip doesn't look too bad till it keeps going. off the green, down the hill. The sand trap would have been better, but it ends up in the water. Fowler took a triple bogey. Meanwhile, Brandon Grace took the lead until here at the 16th hole. This tee shot strays just off the fairway. Watch it roll into the water, and he lost the lead. The tournament nobody wanted to win ends up going to Fowler. Ricky for par and a 2-shot victory on a nasty day in the Valley of the Sun. They don't get weather like that too much.
You don't see that often, do you? We'll be back in a minute.
Good morning.
Wake up every day
Police reportedly chased
with the latest news from overnight
Here's where we stand this morning.
and what you need to begin your day.
Breaking at this hour.
Elk and Elk. When a medical mistake causes you injury, call 1-800-ELK, Ohio.
Call it tradition. A gathering with friends and family. Your home team. Where it's understood there's a time and a place. A moment that means everything. That one instant when the coach calls your name to continue the legacy and help shape the future. Kettering Health Network, welcoming Troy to the team this summer.
Right now, save 11% on everything at Menards. It's the perfect time for a kitchen update. Explore all the beautiful cabinets on display and find the style that's right for your home, knowing you can save 11% on all of it. Complement your cabinets with new Riverstone quartz countertop. Complete the project with the perfect faucet, backsplash, and floor for your new kitchen. And save 11% on everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
We all want more for less, and Spectrum delivers. Spectrum TV has tons of HD, thousands of titles free on demand. Plus, your favorite sports channels are included. DirecTV Select doesn't include ESPN. And you have to get a Cinema Connection kit just to watch on demand. Plus, that ugly dish on your roof. Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month. Call 833-231-8998. Spectrum Internet delivers starting speeds of 100 megabits. That's twice as fast as AT&T. For more of this, and that on all your devices all at once. Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month. Call 833-231-8998. Best of all, with Spectrum, there are no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Don't wait. Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month. Plus, ask how you can save up to 40% on your wireless bill with Spectrum Mobile. Call 833-231-8998.
It's Watson's biggest warehouse clearance sale ever, and all Midwest locations are participating. Don't miss this one-time opportunity to save up to 70% on all pool tables and shuffleboards, and pay no interest until February 2022. Now through Monday during the Watson's warehouse clearance event.
The best news and weather apps in the Miami Valley are in the App Store now, and they're free. The WHIO News and Weather apps. Download for free today.
All of our customers are VIP. That's $3,000 of value. Learn more at evansarena.com.
I think everybody was happy to see these milder temperatures today, McCall.
Yeah, they'll be around for most of the week, but you're also going to see that there's a lot of rain there. And we were talking about the recent snow melt, and the steady rain at times could lead to some flooding problems by the end of the week. So that's what we're going to keep an eye on here in the Storm Center.
All right, looks good though. Warmer.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Yes, it is.
Folks, as always, we appreciate your company.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.